guys, how's it going? Dexstar here, and today we're looking at an offbeat syncopation groove. So there's 5 notes in this one, so it's pretty simple to kind of read and play the note, note by note, but I'm going to give you a little bit of the kind of background of this groove and how you're going to be able to fit it into your playing and make it super awesome. So the second bass drum you can see on there, that dot on the bottom, we're not going to be playing that to start with, we're going to bring that in, because that's the syncopation, that's the nasty stuff which we're going to get into. So the offbeat groove is this. We're going to play the hi-hats on what we call the offbeat, so we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So normally we'd play 1 and 2 and lots of hi-hats, but just going to play it on the offbeat, 1 and 2 and, the notes that aren't on the beat, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the whole groove is going to sound like this without that second bass drum. So bass drum, hi-hat, snare drum, hi-hat. So again, missing that second bass drum out for now. Bass, hat, snare, hat. That's the initial groove that we're doing, and we're going to add that extra bass drum to give it that kind of spicy syncopation. So that's without the extra bass drum. Then I'm going to put the extra bass drum in. Ooh. Sped up. How tight is that? So that's what we're going to be doing. So putting the extra bass drum in now, we get this. Bass drum, hi-hat, then the bass drum on its own. Now you can see that hi-hat and that bass drum, bass and then hat bass, they're joined together with 2 lines. Now why are they joined together with 2 lines? If you're not into theory, doesn't matter. It basically means they're even quicker, so they're faster. So you can think of it like a long note, a slow note, followed by 2 quick notes. And then you've got snare, which is the long note, then the last hi-hat's a long note as well. So 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and this takes up half a bar. There we go. So make sure you get the rhythm. It's very easy to go bass, hat, snare, bass, snare, hat. Hey, look, I can do it. But you can see it doesn't sound musical. So it's 1 and a 2 and a 2. So that bass drum really comes in right in between the hi-hat and the snare drum there. So you can just practice the middle 3 notes. Hat, bass, snare. Put it all together. Happy days. So I'm going to finish with a short solo now, just demonstrating that in a few different ways. And as always, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And again, click that little join button if you want to get into this is kind of like the small stuff, kind of gets you into drumming. Okay, the good stuff is behind that join button, where the epic drumming journey begins. Anyway, here we go. And there you have it, in a few interesting places. Have some fun with that. Please subscribe if you're new and click the join button to get into the good stuff. Ciao.